And finally, the Pinot Meunier Zero Dosage with the Manchego 1605.
Um, so the Manchego 1605 is a really special cheese for us. I think Manchego is one that's very familiar to a lot of our guests. And in that way, I love that we can present something that feels comfortable, but have the experience be very different and a little bit more dimension to it. Sort of deep complexity, a ton of umami in that farmstead production of Manchego. The dry, high acid Pinot Meunier here, I think just the umami, everything just sort of met in the middle where it needed to. And it was a very fun way to experience that Manchego 1605.
Stephanie, what did you think?
My best pairing. I really loved this pairing. I thought it had everything. It's this pairing, first of all, put a light on the champagne and the cheese at the same time. It was like the perfect team. The dryness of the wine, but the dryness of the cheese actually worked very well together. And each has are so subtle, it's like two people that really understand each other in their own world, it was just a great pairing. I really enjoyed it. And the complexity, mostly the complexity of both wines and cheese were just making a very good association.
I loved the at the base here, the idea of grower Manchego and grower Champagne. I think it's something in the world of slow food and of sort of honoring producers, both in wine and in cheese. It's such a neat thing to be able to highlight the fact that somebody is making something, and in this case, you have two products that 99% of their lived experience for people who will ever taste Champagne or who will ever taste Manchego will get the version that is made by a relatively large company, where you have realistically you have severed the ties between where something was grown or where it was produced and what is in the bottle, what's in your mouth. And to take Manchego with wines that are so specific from this part of the Marne Valley and these particular, something that is so far from what is happening locally in the Marne, and a cheese that's so far from what is happening locally around production in Manchego, is in and of itself a story to be told. And the fact that they worked together from a flavor profile was like a super extra bonus on top.
Yeah, was very, very happy at the fireworks there.
Stephanie, what was the pairing in France?
So the pairing in France was Xavier used Gruyère from the Swiss Alps. It was an aged Gruyère, few months. Here, what was interesting in Xavier pairing was the saltiness, the crusty, salty thing that you see on a Gruyère when it gets more age. So that was a good association with the dryness and the earthiness of the Pinot Meunier. And both had like this profile of being aged and a bit taste evoluted. So the combination was also very interesting. But I'm sorry for Xavier, I really enjoyed more the Manchego. So